The World at War. Why and when did World War I start? On the 28th of July, the Archduke of Austria and his wife were assassinated by a Bosnian young man, which triggered the start of World War I. After 5 years, the war ended on the 11th of November 1918. Who was involved in the war? Well, there were two groups, the Allies and the Central Powers. The Allies' main four countries consisted of the UK, France, Russia, and Italy, while the Central Powers' main countries were Germany, Austria-Hungary, Ottoman Empire, and Bulgaria. The main fronts of war. The Western Front. Germany was surrounded by enemies, which were France and Russia, so they needed a good strategy to attack. Germany found a simple plan, which was when Russia needed to mobilize their army, the Germans would attack France. So then after defeating France, they could fight the Russian army, which was much more powerful. The Germans wanted to attack France through Belgium, but were slowed down from the resistance of Belgium. But at the end they passed through. But by then, the British and French forces had already halted to north of France. The Eastern Front. On the Eastern Front, Russia had some early success but were poorly led and equipped. Soon after, the Germans gained advantage over the Russians. 2 million Russian soldiers were killed, wounded, or taken hostage. Despite some victories against the Austro-Hungarian forces, the Russian military collapsed in 1917. Other European fronts. When Italy joined the Allies, a new front was introduced with Austria-Hungary along the mountains. Fighting continued there through the war. In 1916, when Romania joined the Allies, it was overrun by Germans and Austria-Hungary. When Russia captured Armenia in 1915, Turkish soldiers rounded up hundreds of thousands of Armenians living in Turkey. They were sent on a death march. On the same year, the Allies failed to capture Gallipoli. War at sea. Germany's navy was a reason to Britain allying with France and Russia. Both Britain and Germany believed that the navies determined the outcome of war. However, in 1914, Germany's navy was trapped in its ports by Britain, so Britain's role was maintaining the blockade to prevent Germany from importing war materials. Germany sent U-boats to blow up Allied ships. Soon after, they started blowing up neutral country ships that traded with the Allies. This is when the USA joined in 1917. War in colonies. With Germany's navy trapped, they weren't able to protect its colonies. In 1914, South Africa took Germany's Southwest Africa, Australia took Germany's New Guinea, and Japan took Germany's Pacific Islands and territory in China. Turkey's colonies in the Middle East became a war threat when the British promised the independent kingdoms to the Arab leaders if they revolted against the Turkish. These promises were later dishonored. Germany in return shipped arms to Irish rebels who staged an unsuccessful revolt in 1915. The outcome. After the war finished in 1918, Germany signed a treaty called the Armistice because they had a lack of food since Britain blockaded them. The German currency became worthless in Germany. Thank you for watching. This is some referencing for the pictures and the writing from the book.